Most financial advisors think making $1 million per year means you're closing hundreds of clients, working 60-hour weeks, and never stopping the prospecting grind. But what if I told you there was a different way to do it? 30 clients, 15-hour work weeks, and $1 million plus in annual commission. I'm Pavel Boissonneau, and over the last 5 years, my company has helped 118 life insurance agents and financial advisors make that shift. And in this video, I'm going to break down the complete math, the time commitment, the client roster structure, and the actual sales process that you need to build a $1 million practice with just 30 new clients per year. So let's dive in. Let's start with simple math. A traditional agent is going to make about $2,000 in commission per client. So to make $1 million a year, you would need 500 new clients per year. But as a high-ticket agent, if your average commission is $51,030 per customer, which is what our current agents and advisors are doing, then to make $1 million, you only need 20 new clients per year. And that is really the fundamental shift. But here's what most people don't understand. It's not just about getting bigger commissions. It's about the entire business model being different. When you're doing high volume, you have a lot of prospecting conversations, a lot of sales conversations, a lot of ongoing client service, which means you can never really step away from your business without facing significant financial losses. But as a high-ticket agent, if you only have 20 to 30 new clients per year, it means very few sales conversations, deeper relationships with your clients, and it means you can provide a white glove service and get way more referrals. And it also means that your business isn't dependent on you constantly prospecting and working 60-hour weeks. Now, let me show you what a 30 client roster actually looks like. So here's the thing, not all 30 clients are $51,000 cases. You will have a distribution, some bigger, some smaller. So let me show you what a high-ticket agent's roster looks like after 2 years of working with us. So if you have a portfolio of 30 cases, you're gonna have about 2 to 3 mega cases, which are premiums of $250,000 to $900,000 per year. And these are usually business owners with $5 million plus in yearly profit. You're probably gonna do a defined benefit pension plan or some family wealth transfer strategies. There might be multiple policies for the owner, spouse, key employees, executives, etc. Then you're probably gonna have 8 to 10 core high-ticket cases, which are going to be premiums from $75,000 to $150,000 per year. These are usually business owners with $2 to $5 million in profit. You're probably going to do some executive bonus plans with a double bonus strategy, some overfunded whole life or IUL, and that's really good as well. Then you've got 10 to 12 solid mid-tier cases, which are premiums of $35,000 to $60,000 per year. These are usually business owners with $1 to $2 million in profit. You're going to do some smaller defined benefit plans, some single life policies with tax benefits. By the way, I'm doing a totally separate video on how to structure life insurance for tax benefits. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that one. And lastly, you're going to have 5 to 8 entry-level cases, which are going to be premiums of $10,000 to $30,000 per year. These are usually younger business owners who want to build wealth, incorporated professionals like doctors, dentists, vets, and it's really a first policy that you do with them, which is ultimately going to lead to a strong relationship and bigger cases in the future. Now, here's the beautiful part. These are not one-time commissions. Many of these clients are going to add additional policies as the years go and as their business grows. They will also refer other business owners, which is ultimately going to become your best lead source, and these clients become lifetime relationships. So now you're thinking, this sounds great, but how much time will this actually take me? So let me break down a typical week for a high-ticket agent. All right, so Monday from 10 to 11 a.m., you'll have your first appointment with a business owner. It's gonna take you probably 60 minutes to go through that discovery call and get all the information you need. Then from 11:30 to about 2:30, you're gonna do all of the case design and prep because you're gonna have a second appointment with this business owner later this week. And on Tuesday, again, from 10 to 11, you're going to join our weekly mastermind in the High Ticket Agent Blueprint community. At 11, you might have a second appointment and a presentation with a business owner, and that might last you 90 minutes. And unfortunately, this one didn't close. Now on Wednesday, you have another first appointment with a business owner for about an hour. Then after that, from 11:30 to 12, you'll do some case design prep, again, for this specific business owner to prep for your second appointment with them later that week. And by the end of your day, you're going to do some follow-ups with clients that are in underwriting. On Thursday, your second appointment with that business owner from Monday, and this one actually closes. So you'll spend about 30 minutes after this appointment to do an application completion. And then on Friday, you'll use some of that time from 10 to 11 a.m. to do some client service for some existing customers that you have. Policy reviews, answering questions via email, things like that. From 11 to 12, you'll do admin, CRM updates, carrier communications, and that's it. You're out for the week. So your total weekly commitment is about 10 to 15 hours per week. That's it. Now, compare that to a high volume agent, which is doing 20 hours of prospecting or calling leads every week, following up on no-shows, 20 hours of running appointments per week, 10 to 15 hours to service existing clients. That's 50 to 60 hours per week. And here's the key difference. If you partner with us in becoming a high-ticket agent, your calendar becomes super predictable. You will know exactly how many appointments you're getting every week because we guarantee them. So you're not chasing leads, you're not cold calling, you're not wondering where your next deal is going to come from. All right, now let me walk you through exactly how to go from appointment booked to signed application. We use a 2-call system. Here's the breakdown. Call number 1 is a discovery and strategy session. This is where you build rapport, establish trust, discover pain points around their tax situation and financial goals. This is where you explain the high-level strategies that you are going to use. For example, defined benefits plans or executive bonus plans. You will then complete the full fact finder and then explain how permanent life insurance can create tax-free wealth. You will answer initial questions and book call number 2 for later that week. Your job on this first call is to diagnose their situation and see if and where you can help. So you're interviewing them just as much as they are interviewing you. Between call number 1 and call number 2, you will design the case, which is going to take you 2 to 3 hours. You'll run illustrations with different carriers, build a professional presentation deck using likely AI. You will calculate your exact contributions, tax savings, and retirement projections, and you will prepare to meet with their CPA on the second call if the client requested that. Call number 2 is typically about 90 minutes. This is where you will present the customized strategy with exact numbers. You will show annual contributions, tax savings, cash value growth, retirement income, and tax-free debt benefit. You will compare different carrier options, handle CPA questions if they're on the call. You will ask for the business, and hopefully you will complete the application. After call number 2 is the underwriting and policy delivery process, which typically takes 4 to 8 weeks on these large cases. So this is where you'll submit the application to the carrier, manage the underwriting process, schedule a policy delivery appointment with the client, collect the first premium, and onboard the client for ongoing services. So your total time invested per client is typically about 6 to 12 hours from first appointment to deal closed. Now, here's what most people worry about. What if I have never done any high-ticket cases before? How am I going to serve these business owners? And here's the good news. There's a ton of resources that are available at your disposition, and most carriers have an advanced case design team that you can reach out to. If not, you can actually seek mentorship from an agent who is already doing these policies, and they will be super happy to do a split commission with you on your first 1 to 3 large cases if you just bring a case to them. Number 3, if you join our High Ticket Agent Blueprint community, you will get a complete guide and recommendation playbook on how to close your first case and which strategies to recommend. You could also connect with one of our top performing agents who will gladly help you. Just remember this, everybody starts somewhere, and it's better to do these big cases with the right support and expertise so that you can always trust the resources at your disposition to know you're doing what's best for the client and for you. Okay, so now you're thinking, this sounds amazing, but I'm currently doing the high volume business. How do I go to the high premium business? How do I make this transition? Here's the game plan. The first 3 months, you're gonna do a parallel operation. You're gonna keep all of your existing volume of business running just for cash flow purposes, but you will start taking high ticket appointments right now. You'll start learning about high ticket sales processes, and you will close your first 1 to 2 cases over the next 90 days. The typical first close takes 60 to 90 days after getting your first appointment, and the typical commission is between $15,000 to $75,000 in commission. Then month 4 to 6 is where you're going to create the shift. This is where you'll start seeing commissions hit from underwriting clearing. This is where you'll start to reduce the time you spend on volume prospecting and increase the amount of high ticket appointments you're taking. This is really going to help you build confidence in your new business model. And then by month 7 to 12, you'll be able to make a full transition. You will close your volume business, or it's going to be on autopilot. You will consistently be closing 1 to 4 high ticket cases per month. Your annual income will double or triple what you were doing with the old volume business, and you will work a lot less than before. In terms of real results, Tanya added $93,000 in high ticket commission within 60 days of working with us, and that was just 3 cases. Sylvain added $108,000 within his first 6 months of working with us, even though he was already making $400,000 per year from the volume business before. And these are not outliers. These are standard results for agents who are fully committed to the transition. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. The biggest barrier is not the system, it's not the sales process, it's not even finding the clients. The biggest barrier is mental. Most advisors think, I'm not sophisticated enough for wealthy clients. I don't know how to design $100,000 premium cases. And what if I can't close these high value appointments? Well, here's what I tell you. You don't need to be smarter. You need better support and system. For the case design, carriers have advanced planning teams that are going to help you out. Our community has advisors who have done thousands of these cases combined. And we give you the frameworks, the scripts, and the presentations. Secondly, you don't need to be more confident. You just need more repetition. So your first high ticket close will feel scary, but your 10th or 15th will feel like routine. By your 20th, you'll wonder why you ever did the volume business. And lastly, you don't need to know everything. You just need to know enough to have the first conversation. Business owners don't expect you to be a tax attorney. They expect you to understand their pain, which is high taxes, and show them a solution, which is tax-free wealth building, and then execute on it. So that's really it. Now look, I just showed you the complete breakdown on how to build a $1 million practice with just 30 clients in less than 12 months. The math actually works. The time commitment is super manageable, and the sales process is proven, as well as the client service being much easier than with the high volume business. So the only question is, are you ready to make the transition? Well, if you want to see the complete system on how we generate these leads, how we book the appointments, how we support you through the sales process, and how we help you build this business, then go ahead and click the link in the description to watch the high ticket agent blueprint revealed. I'll walk you through everything you need to know, show you client results, and explain exactly how to get started. Go ahead and click the link below, and let's build your $1 million practice. Cheers.